Yeah, it's Gary again from 3 Maples LLC. Today, we're working on putting wheels on the sawmill. I've got the rail assembly turned upside down here in the shop, and I'm mounting some old mobile home axles that I'm repurposing for about the 3rd time. But I think this will be their last repurpose because they're going to be pretty permanently on here. I thought about welding them. I've decided to bolt them on, simply because maybe I get this in a stationary position and I want to take these axles off so that I don't have to bump into them as I walk around. It'll give me the clearance I need across the front to work everything. So basically what I've done is I've cut the axles into pieces. I'm cleaning them up, and I'm going to put a shaft in between them, weld them back together, and bolt them down onto the frame. And I'll kind of show you as we go what we're doing. I've made a, let me put the camera down a little so you can see it. I've made, alright, I welded an extension, if you will, another, this is a piece of 8-inch channel, C-channel, and this is 6-inch C-channel is the regular frame for the rails and for the whole mill. A couple of reasons I chose 8-inch, probably the most basic reason is because this is what I had. I bought 4 pieces of this at an auction for about 20 bucks, and it does a couple of things. The other thing it does is it's going to make this come out to the right height so the log dogs won't drag on the ground. So that's the reason. It's about an 8-foot piece. It spans 2 bunks. I've got it ahead of center. I want to put my drawbar down on that end, and I'll park the carriage wherever it needs to be to make the weight correct on the tongue weight. So that's kind of handy. You can move that around, and I'll just lash it down and we're ready to go. So that's what we're doing today. I've got my piece set up and cleaned it up, getting it ready to put on the mill. But I don't like this back plate. This was repurposed, like I said, off of another job, and this plate's welded on, which is great. But I don't like the looks of this. So I'm going to use one of my favorite tools to cut that off, and that's the plasma torch. So I've got the door open because one of the things plasma torches do is they plasmatize the material, and it's really not a good thing to breathe. So I try to keep the door open when I'm doing it, and it's kind of a nice day. So here we go. There it is, a little grinding, and that's going to be real nice. So I'm cutting about a 9-inch piece of tubing to just slide inside that tubing to weld in, cutting it on another one of my favorite places to cut steel with. I have a chop saw with the braces blade in it. Boy, I like this. You put it in, you walk away, and then when you hear the big clunk, well, it's all ready to go. You're not doing it though. And it doesn't stink. Bracer saw is really smelling it, because again, it's not healthy stuff to breathe. There it is. So I've got my pieces ready. I've cleaned up the ends and squared as much as I needed to the axle. I made this piece that we cut off on the bandsaw a minute ago. I've cleaned it up around where I'm going to weld it. It should just slide in. Then I'll slide this other piece on it and I'll weld it. I'm not going to show the welding. All this is a bright flash. It's not too good for the camera. So I'll get this welded and then we'll bolt it down. I welded the axle. I marked the holes where I want it to be. This had pre-drilled holes in it, so I'm just using those. There's a 9/16. So I'll show you another one of my favorite tools here in the shop, and that's the magnetic base drill. This is a 3/4 inch magnetic base. It's an interesting thing. The magnet is always on. There's a trigger with a lock on it, as if you was for a drill, when you pull the trigger, it releases a magnet. You can line it up. So we'll line it up. Then you let it go of the trigger, the magnet comes on. It's a pretty good magnet. Flip it on, give it a little oil. And we'll switch up to the 9/16. You know, this drill, like so many tools, it's not something you use very often. But when you do, you're awful glad you got it, because it is the right tool for the job. I tell my wife, I have a few simple tools here in the shop. I don't think she believes me. This drill is a little faster than I would like for these bigger drills, but that's just one speed. It's kind of an oldie, just like me. This side is done. I'll go over and get the other side drilled. We'll get this bolted on and flip it over. Just got to finish mounting these left-handed thread wheels. I don't know why they do that on these old trailer axles. One side's left hand, one side's right hand. That's what they do. Alright, she's ready to turn over. Probably wondering how in the world you're going to get that big heavy thing turned over here in the shop. Well, I'll show you, because I think it's pretty cool. If you look up on the ceiling, you'll see kind of a grid. And what this is, if you've ever had an x-ray, they bring the tube over to you. This is what's up in the ceiling to run it. It goes about 10 feet this way and 7 feet this way. It's actually a pretty rugged setup. I got this overhead crane winch from an auction for little or no money. They aren't worth much at the auctions. I don't know why. So, you know, keep your eyes out, and but the hard part will be to find the x-ray machine that you can steal the parts off. Alright, I'm hooked up, got a couple of straps on. I think I'm asking about all this little thing has to give. The winch is fine, but I think the rest of it's kind of at the edge. We'll go easy to stay out of the way. There it is, easy as that. I'll get it onto the ground and get the carriage on it and see what it looks like. I guess that's it for today. We gotta, of course, here in Vermont, it's springtime, and in springtime comes maple syrup. And as much as I'd like to spend the whole day working on this, I gotta go make maple syrup. So I'll continue this tomorrow.